What is close reading, and how does it strengthen literary analysis? Imagine holding a magnifying glass over a piece of writing, examining every tiny detail to see what makes it special. That's what close reading is all about. It's a way of studying a text carefully, paying attention to the words, sentences, and structure. Instead of just skimming through, you slow down and focus on what each part means. This method started in the early 20th century with a movement called New Criticism. They believed that a literary work should be looked at as its own thing, separate from the author's life or the time it was written. When you do close reading with poetry or prose, you look at how the language and form work together. For example, you might notice how a poet chooses certain words to create a mood or how a sentence's structure emphasizes a particular idea. You read the same passage multiple times, each time focusing on something different like imagery, tone, or symbolism. This helps you develop sharper thinking skills because you're not just reading words, you're analyzing how those words work to create meaning. Close reading helps you find details that might be easy to miss at first glance. Maybe a phrase repeats to show importance, or a metaphor reveals a hidden theme. When you pay close attention, you can support your ideas with evidence directly from the text. For example, if you think a character is feeling lonely, you can point to specific lines that show their isolation. This makes your interpretation stronger because it's based on proof rather than guesswork. To do a close reading, start by understanding what the text says on the surface. Then, look at how the language is used. Think about word choice, sentence structure, and literary devices. Next, interpret what those choices might mean beyond the literal. Sometimes it's helpful to think about how the different parts of the text connect or how they contribute to the overall message. Even if you're not considering the author's background, you can still see how the text, form, and language shape its themes. Using close reading techniques helps you develop your own ideas about a work. It's like building a puzzle where each piece is a detail from the text. When you gather enough pieces, you can create a clear picture of what the author might be saying. This process of supporting claims with evidence makes your analysis more convincing and thoughtful. Whether you're looking at a poem's rhythm or a story's symbols, close reading helps you interpret what the writer is really trying to communicate. It's a powerful tool for anyone who wants to understand literature on a deeper level and develop their own unique interpretation.